Hey, welcome back. The new iPhone 17 series brings a lot of updates, making these models even more interesting and managing to catch the attention of people who already own the previous model. So in this video, I want to compare the base iPhone 16 with the new iPhone 17 to understand what the main differences are. Whether you're thinking about upgrading or you're simply undecided between these two models, I hope I can help you make a more informed decision. After all, that's the goal of my channel, showing you smart alternatives for better purchases. At first glance, I have to say it's pretty hard to tell them apart, because their lines are very similar and the design is practically unchanged. The most noticeable difference is the color. For the iPhone 16, I have the ultramarine blue version, in my opinion, absolutely beautiful on this phone, while for the iPhone 17 I went with the black one this year. Same camera setup, same buttons on both phones, action button and camera control on both, Face ID for facial unlock, and the new generation USB-C connector for charging on each device. The main difference is that the iPhone 17 is slightly bigger this year. We're talking just a few millimeters, with only 7 grams more, reaching a total of 177 grams. In hand, I personally don't notice any real difference. They're both very comfortable to use. If you're wondering why Apple slightly increased the size and weight, it's because they introduced an important change to the display, and I'm almost sure you'll like it. In fact, the size goes from 6.1 inches on the iPhone 16 to 6.3 inches on the iPhone 17, reducing the bezel and offering more display space, letting you work better and enjoy content even more. In my opinion, it's a small change but perfect for anyone who wants a more comfortable viewing experience while still keeping a compact and easy-to-handle size, unlike the Max models. But that's not all. There's another major upgrade. Apple finally brought the refresh rate of the base models from 60 Hz to 120 Hz. This makes animations and images smoother and more pleasant. Don't get me wrong, the iPhone 16 isn't slow. Not at all, it works great, but after trying 120 Hz, going back can feel a bit annoying. On top of that, Apple also improved the durability and anti-reflection coating of the glass. And as if that wasn't enough, they increased the peak brightness from 2000 to 3000 nits, making it even more visible under direct sunlight and reducing eye strain outdoors. As you can see, the display updates are truly interesting, but we're not done yet. There are other important improvements worth looking at together. One of these is the processor. From the A18 chip on the iPhone 16 to the new A19 on the iPhone 17. On paper, it's more powerful, and in fact, as you can see from the benchmarks, the new processor gets higher scores on both CPU and GPU. What does this mean in practice? More power to handle the system better, smoother performance with heavy workloads like gaming or video editing, great if you create content, and above all, a structure designed for future updates, both software and AI related. And here I think and hope that Apple has many great things coming in the future. Beyond the extra power, there's also a battery advantage. The A19 is more efficient, meaning it manages energy better and improves battery life throughout the day, letting you get even more use out of your phone. In everyday use, the iPhone 17 actually does a bit better than the iPhone 16. This is surely thanks to its improvements, which make it easier to reach the end of the day, but also because its battery is slightly larger. Don't get me wrong. Both phones will get you through the day with normal use without any issues. But the iPhone 17 lets you push a bit further, for example, playing games, giving you a little extra peace of mind. Another interesting detail is that Apple also made an effort on fast charging this year. It can reach 50% in about 20 minutes, while the iPhone 16 takes around 30. And on top of that, MagSafe wireless charging goes from 22 Watt on the iPhone 16 to 25 Watt on the iPhone 17. And if you want to take full advantage of the charging features Apple introduced this year, both for the 17 series and all other MagSafe compatible devices, I want to show you this magnetic charger from KUXIU, the sponsor of this part of the video. It stands out because it can charge your iPhone, your earbuds, and even your Apple Watch at the same time. This is the new second-generation model, the X40 Turbo, with Qi 2.2 certification, fully compatible with Apple devices and offering up to 25 Watt of power. Personally, I was genuinely impressed by the high-quality materials, which is why I decided to collaborate with them, and I thank them for that. It's built with an aluminum alloy frame that helps dissipate heat, and has anti-slip pads that prevent scratches on your devices. I find it super convenient both on a desk and on a nightstand because it lets you charge 3 devices with a single cable, avoiding cable clutter and making it practical for travel too. In the box you'll find a carrying case, the braided cable, very similar to Apple's original ones, and the wall charger. It opens and closes like an accordion to save space, so you can easily store it in your bag or even in your pocket. So if you're interested in the X40 Turbo, you'll find the link in the description along with a discount code to take advantage of the offer. Now, moving on to the camera system, here too we have some interesting updates. The main camera stays the same, 48 megapixels on both, so identical. The ultra-wide camera, however, gets a solid upgrade, going from 12 megapixels on the iPhone 16 to 48 megapixels on the iPhone 17. Overall, I don't see huge changes in photo quality. Both cameras take great shots, but this resolution boost lets you have more detail in photos when you zoom in or edit them without losing quality. Another major update is the selfie camera, and I think this one is really worth highlighting. It might make traditional front cameras feel outdated. Apple introduced a new square-shaped 18-megapixel sensor that gives you a wider field of view, letting you take selfies more easily regardless of the angle of the phone. It's perfect for group photos, video calls, or recording videos, because thanks to AI it automatically centers your face, always keeping the frame in the right position. Just to give you an idea, this camera has been added to the entire iPhone 17 lineup, including the 17 Pro and Pro Max, and I think it might inspire other smartphone brands too. As for everything else, connectivity, signal reception, and secondary features, there haven't been noticeable changes. I haven't noticed any differences. Everything works really well. But before the final conclusions, there are 2 more important things I want to show you. The first thing you absolutely need to know is that Apple removed the 128GB base storage option. So if you buy a new phone from the 17 series, the minimum storage you'll get is 256GB. This is a pretty big jump, because it lets you install more apps, store more photos, videos, or anything else you want. On the iPhone 16, however, the lowest option is still 128GB. The second thing concerns the audio. Both phones sound really good, but for people who love listening to music directly from their phone, the iPhone 17 is slightly more powerful and fuller sounding. As always, though, I'll let you decide. Alright, now we can get to my final thoughts after using both devices, so I can tell you whether the upgrade is worth it and which one you should invest in. But before that, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It really helps me out. So, if you're planning to buy one of these 2 models, keep in mind that the price difference at the time of this video is $100. Based on everything we've discussed, storage, cameras, display, and battery life, I think it's absolutely worth spending the extra and going for the iPhone 17. But if you're considering upgrading from the iPhone 16 to the 17, well, that's a bit different. The iPhone 16 is still an amazing phone and could still be the perfect choice for many people. But if you feel you need more storage and if you love taking selfies, then I think these new upgrades might be worth the jump. But these are just my thoughts, so let me know what you think in the comments. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a free like and subscribe to the channel for more tech updates. See you next time.